All right, let's talk about something every writer knows deep down in their bones. Half the battle of writing is just finding the right tool for the job. Today, we're going to take a really close look at a piece of software that was built for one reason and one reason only: to get out of your way and just let you tell your story. I mean, just think about the software most of us start with, right? It's designed for office work, for reports, memos, mail merges. But what are we trying to do? We're trying to build entire worlds. We're tracking complex character arcs. We're juggling dozens of plot threads. It really is like trying to paint a masterpiece with a house painting roller. Yeah, you can kind of make it work, but it is absolutely not the right tool for the craft. So let's really get into this because we've all been there. We've all fought with our software, trying to force it to do something it was never, ever meant to do. And you know what? It's a huge shared frustration for so many of us who write. Do you remember that feeling? You're maybe 100, 200 pages deep into your novel, and you suddenly can't remember a tiny detail, like a minor character's eye color. And so it begins, the endless scrolling, up, down, up, down. And by the time you actually find that one little sentence, that creative spark you had is just gone. It's a really chaotic way to create. And look, these aren't just little annoyances, right? They're what I call flow breakers. Every single moment you spend wrestling with weird formatting or hunting through 10 different files for that one note you scribbled down, it yanks you out of your world and it pulls you away from your characters. So what's the alternative then? What if your software wasn't a jack of all trades, but a master of one thing and one thing only, helping you, the storyteller, tell your story? Well, that's the entire philosophy behind the tool we're looking at today. And here it is. Meet Nimble Writer. Its whole reason for existing is to solve the exact problems we just talked about. I mean, its core mission is right there on the screen. Get rid of the distractions, keep things simple, and, this is a big one, let the writer customize the whole experience to fit exactly what they need. And this is a really crucial point to understand. Nimble Writer isn't trying to be the new Microsoft Word or Google Docs. It's not for everything. It's purpose-built to be the one place where your story actually lives and breathes, from that very first spark of an idea all the way to the final chapter. Okay, so that's the big promise, but how does it actually deliver on that? Let's move on and see how it works in practice. How does it build that perfect focused writing zone that we're all desperately searching for? It all comes down to these 4 principles, really. This is the foundation of the whole thing. First, write without anything getting in your way. Second, organize the whole shebang in one single place. Third, keep all your notes and references right there at your fingertips. And fourth, give you the power to customize the interface so it's exactly how you like it. So imagine this workflow. You're writing a chapter. Instead of opening up a totally different program to check your notes, you just pin your character sheet right next to your text. Need to see a map of that city you're describing? Pin the image right there. It's all in one window inside one project. No more juggling. It's that simple. Now, this is where things get really interesting, especially for writers who are on Windows. Nimble Writer has a pretty cool advantage because it lives on a platform that a lot of people already have running on their computers, Steam. And the key thing here is that Steam isn't just a buy it. It adds some seriously powerful features. With Steam Cloud, your entire project, every chapter, every note, every image, is automatically backed up and synced. That means you can write on your big desktop PC, then go to a coffee shop with your laptop and pick up right where you left off seamlessly. Plus, you get the Steam Workshop, where you can browse and download new interface themes made by other users to make your writing space feel truly your own. Okay, so this all sounds fantastic in theory, but what's the real-world verdict from actual writers? You know, the people in the trenches using it every day. Let's take a look at the price and some honest-to-goodness feedback, the good and, yep, the bad too. First things first, let's talk about the cost. It's pretty accessible. During those big Steam sales, it has been spotted for as low as 50% off. That makes it a really affordable specialized tool, especially for writers who might be on a tighter budget. So on the plus side, you see a lot of comments like this one. People praise it for doing exactly what it says on the tin. They love how useful it is for writing novels, and they almost always call out that Steam Cloud Sync feature as being a huge game changer for convenience. But hey, no tool is perfect, right? And it is super important to look at the other side of the coin. This review points out a really significant drawback. The support for non-English languages can be pretty limited. They specifically mention a known bug where if you try to export your work as a PDF, it doesn't support Unicode, which can totally scramble text in languages like Korean. That's a huge deal if you write in that language. So let's just break it all down. In the Pro column, you've got that amazing destruction-free environment, the all-in-one organization we talked about, and that super handy Steam Cloud Sync. But in the Con column, you have to remember it's Windows only, there's that known PDF export issue with Unicode, and generally support for non-English languages can be a bit shaky. So after all that, after looking at the good and the bad, we finally arrive at the most important question of all. Is Nimble Writer the right tool for you and for your next story? Here's the bottom line. This is for a very specific kind of writer. If you're on Windows and you feel like you are constantly bogged down by your current software, if you dream of having all your notes, your character sheets, your references, and your chapters all in one clean, simple, organized space, then this is a tool that was literally built from the ground up to solve your biggest headaches. And that's really the thought I want to leave you with. It's a powerful question for any of us who create things. Just imagine your process for a second. Imagine if the technology just became invisible, if it just faded into the background, leaving only you and your story. What kind of worlds could you build then?